My elderly neighbor kept getting her packages stolen, so we set the most beautiful trap I've ever seen. Miss Dorothy is 74 and lives 3 houses down. She lives alone, and because her knees make driving difficult, she orders almost everything online. For 3 months, someone kept stealing her packages. Vitamins, birthday gifts for her grandchildren, even a heating pad she desperately needed. She filed police reports, put up a camera, left notes on the door, nothing worked. One afternoon, I found her sitting on her porch, staring at an empty package that had been dumped near the sidewalk. She looked exhausted. I sat beside her and said, "What if we give them something they won't forget?" She looked at me, then smiled. "How devious are we talking?" We decided to use a harmless decoy package filled with glitter. We placed it on her porch and made sure her camera was recording. Then we waited. The next morning, my phone buzzed. Someone was there. A man in a gray hoodie walked up the steps, looked around, grabbed the box, and walked back toward his car. Miss Dorothy and I watched the camera footage together. He opened the package, and suddenly, glitter everywhere, the man froze. Silver glitter covered his clothes, his hair, his face, and basically the entire inside of his car. He tried brushing it off. That only made it worse. Miss Dorothy covered her mouth, trying not to laugh. I couldn't hold it in. We were crying laughing. Then the man looked directly toward the camera. He knew. He dropped the box and drove away. Miss Dorothy called the police and gave them the footage. They already had reports from other houses in the neighborhood. The video gave them exactly what they needed to identify him. Within days, they connected him to several package thefts. But the best part? The packages stopped disappearing, completely. A few weeks later, Miss Dorothy's granddaughter visited. She noticed a framed picture sitting on the mantel. It was a screenshot from the security camera. The silver thief, covered head to toe in glitter. Her granddaughter stared at it and asked, "Grandma, who's that?" Dorothy smiled. "Someone who learned not to take things that don't belong to him." Her granddaughter nodded very seriously, then looked at me. "Did you do that?" I said, "Your grandma did." Dorothy laughed. That evening she handed me a homemade peach pie. There was a little note attached, for helping me feel safe at home again. I stood there holding that pie for a second, because it wasn't really about the packages anymore. It was about watching someone who had started feeling helpless realize she wasn't alone. Sometimes the best thing you can give someone isn't protection. It's the feeling that somebody has their back.